Hi, this is audio mostly, my talking head, um, to help you fill in the guided notes for uh, the preterite, el preterito, for the past tense of ER and IR regular verbs. Spanish, we have two past tenses. El preterito is used to talk about events that occurred at a specific point in the past. We have already looked at AR verb endings in the present tense. Let's review. The preterito of AR verbs, the singular endings, first of all, on the left-hand side, are A, spelled E with an accent, aste, A-S-T-E, and O with an accent, pronounced O. The nosotros ending is amos, same as in the present tense, A-M-O-S. The vosotros ending is astes, A-S-T-E-I-S. And the ustedes, ellos, and ellas ending is aron, A-R-O-N. You should remember that there are keywords that are used with the past tense, such as anoche, ayer, and anteayer, last night, yesterday, day before yesterday. They're time expressions. So that keys you to know that they're talking again about events that occurred at a specific point in the past. Some other past tense friendly time expressions are el viernes pasado, last Friday, el fin de semana pasado, last weekend, la semana pasada, last week, and el año pasado, last year. For AR verbs in the present tense, in the past tense, for AR verbs in the past tense, the endings are for a blar, the form is hable, H-A-B-L-E with an accent, hable. To form hablaste, usted, él, and ella form habló. The nosotros form hablamos, vosotros hablastes, and ustedes, ellos, and ellas hablaron, H-A-B-L-A-R-O-N. There are some irregular spellings, and this spelling changes, this set of spelling changes is for the yo form only, and it's for pronunciation purposes because of how Z followed by a vowel would, by an E would sound, or how um, uh, a Z, a zeta followed by an E would sound. So they are for verbs that end in CAR, you change the C to a QU and then you add the O ending. Also spelling changes for verbs whose infinitive ends in GAR or ZAR. Not something we have to deal with too much right away, but it'll come up in the passage of time. Before we start with past tense of IR and ER verbs, let's review endings for the present tense of IR and ER. For IR verbs first, the yo ending is, in the present tense, is O. To ending is es, yes. Usted, él, and ella ending is e, spelled with an E. The nosotros ending is imos. Vosotros is I with an accent S, pronounced is. And the ustedes, ellos, and ellas ending is en, spelled en. For ER verbs in the present tense, the endings are O, es, and e for the singular forms. And they're emos, E-M-O-S, es, E with an accent, I-S, for the vosotros form, and en for the ustedes, ellos, and ellas form. And you may remember what this boils down to is that in the present tense, IR and ER verbs have the same endings except for the nosotros and vosotros forms. How about in the preterite? Well, for IR endings in the preterite, the yo form ends in I with an accent, pronounced E. The two ending in the preterite for IR verbs is iste. The usted, el, and ella ending is yo, one syllable, yo. That's I-O with an accent. Nosotros, the ending is imos. Vosotros, the ending is istes. Spelling is tricky, I-S-T-E-I-S. And the ustedes, eos, and ellas form ends in yero. For ER verbs in the preterite tense, in the preterite past tense, the endings are e, iste, and yo for the singular forms, singular endings. And for the plural endings, starting with nosotros, the endings for ER verbs are imos, istes, and yero in the preterite. Sound familiar? Yes, it is, because the IR and ER verbs share all the same endings in the preterite tense. So let's conjugate. The forms of comer, if we can fill in the charts. Yo comí, tú comiste, él, ella, usted comió. For the plural endings, or plural forms, comimos, comistes, and comieron. For escribir, to write, the ending, the form for the yo of escribir, I wrote, escribí. So you take that stem that ends in B and you add I with an accent. Tú escribiste, usted, él, and ella escribió. Nosotros escribimos, vosotros escribisteis. So you take that stem, that escrib, and you add I-S-T-E-I-S. And ustedes, ellos, and ellas escribieron. For subir, to climb, to go up, to board when you're talking about a car, a train, a bus. Subí, subiste, subió are the singular forms, and the plural forms are subimos, subistes, and subieron. For beber, to drink, the forms are bebí, B-E-B-I with an accent, bebiste for the to form, and bebió, they drank. He drank, she drank, or it drank for the usted, el, and ella form. For nosotros bebimos, bebistes for the vosotros form, and bebieron for the ustedes, ellos, and ellas form.